Today, we want to talk about sex in relationship. How important is it?
I think on a scale of, I would say 70 over 100. Aside the fact that we get pleasure from sex, I think it's an avenue for people to build intimacy. Like, this is your person. That's just, there are people that are in a relationship and they just want to enter the person's skin, enter the person's body. You understand? So I think sex gives them an opportunity
That's
to.
people like me now. But continue. Somebody like me.
I think
Sorry.
sex gives them an opportunity to build intimacy with that person. Sex puts you in a vulnerable state. It puts you in a position to get to know this person better and get to build a stronger bond with the other person. Would I advise the person that's sexually active to marry? Go ahead and marry the virgin.
Yes.
First off, I don't think someone being a virgin is going to make the marriage work or the marriage last or the marriage be beautiful.
Okay.
I actually think someone that is open to learning, regardless of whether or not he or she is a virgin, is going to make the marriage work.
So on this episode of My Baby and I have a question to ask her. If you watch this video to the end, I believe you are going to learn a great deal. Okay. So baby, I want to ask you a very sensitive question.
Okay.
All right. It is not something that you will like to discuss, as the case may be.
But we are here.
But yes, we are here.
Why would we?
I'm not really putting you in a position. It's something that we need to also, help our fans to, because we are here to help other people. We're not having fun here.
Alright.
We are here to be a help to the younger generation, or even people that are older than us, but they are struggling in their relationships. Okay, so we are here to offer help. All right. So I want to ask you: do you feel sex is important in a relationship? Because the relationship of these days, I don't think there is, even if I don't think it's up to 1% people that are in a relationship in quotes who are just there, like they are in a no sexual related relationship kind of stuff, like no intimacy. They're just building themselves together without sex. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything like that in our today's world. If there is, it's just 1% out of 100. Yeah, I'm not ruling it out, but it's just 1 out of 100%. That means the relationship of these days, you can't take it out. So many people are into relationship, they're just having sex. Anyways, that's not our focus today. All right, that's not the topic. But today we want to talk about sex in relationship. How important is it?
Okay, you asked, is it important in a relationship?
Yes.
I would say it differs. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
If it's in a relationship where the two of them haven't indulged in any form of sexual relations, maybe not, might not necessarily be with each other, maybe with other people.
Okay.
I don't think it's important because
All right.
they're going to go into that relationship totally
amateur.
Yeah, they're going to learn with each other, explore with each other, find out what each other likes, and what they don't like, and then look to please each other.
Okay.
Based on each other's preference and whatnot.
All right.
But if it's a relationship where maybe only one person is a virgin and the other person isn't, I think on a scale of, I would say 70 over 100. I don't think it's very much. It's important, 70%, but the remaining 30%, if the person you're with, let's say a man sees a woman and he's been sexually active, and then this lady says, I don't want to be active, I want to wait till marriage. And then you see everything, like she is everything you've ever wanted. It is going to be definitely 70% important. But you're just going to, like, that 30% that is left to chance. I think you just have to use that space and then hasten up the whole thing. And because you are a man, and you've been having sex, you're not new to it. You've been having it over and over and over and over again. And then this lady in question says, I don't want to your marriage. So it's important because I feel like, aside the fact that we get pleasure from sex, I think it's an avenue for people to build intimacy. Like, this is your person. That's just, there are people that are in a relationship and they just want to enter the person's skin, enter the person's body. You understand? So I think sex gives an opportunity.
That's people like me now. But continue. Somebody like me.
I think sex gives them an opportunity to build intimacy with that person. Sex puts you in a vulnerable state. A lot of persons, aside people that just do it for fun and just to get rid of whatever urge, I think sex puts you in a vulnerable position to discuss and get to know the other person better. Do you understand? Like, I feel I might be wrong, but this is what I feel. You put in that position to get to know this person better and get to build a stronger bond with the other person. I'm not saying that's the only thing that will get you to build that bond, but I say it's one of the things and it's important. Sex is very important. Sex is very, very, very much important. If it wasn't important, it won't be there in the first place.
Okay, so like you mentioned, two people in a relationship, one is a virgin and one has been sexually active. So can you advise somebody that is dating a virgin who is sexually active to continue with the relationship and marry the person?
Would I advise the person that's sexually active to marry? Go ahead and marry the virgin.
Yes.
First off, I don't think someone being a virgin is going to make the marriage work or the marriage last or the marriage be beautiful.
Okay.
I actually think someone that is open to learning, regardless of whether or not he or she is a virgin, is going to make the marriage work.
Okay, wait. Sorry to cut you off. You mean to say that you are going to give a go ahead
to what?
To marry somebody that is a virgin while you're sexually active?
Yes.
Okay.
If that person is open.
Okay.
To learn.
All right.
To learn how to please you, to learn how to.
So how would that person do it?
The other person can say, "Oh, see how I like to be touched. Oh, see how I like to."
No. How I like. Wait, because you're mentioning touch. You can't be touching somebody that you are not having sex with.
Listen to me. You said, you're asking me, would I advise someone who is sexually active to marry someone that's a virgin?
Yes.
So I'm already imagining that this is their wedding night. You understand? Okay. And then the virgin, being an amateur, is asking this person, okay, how do you like what and what do you want me to do? Are there books you want me to read? Are there things you would like me to watch? Is there anybody you want me to listen to? Is there anybody I can listen to that will teach me these things? Because you are already in the field.
Okay.
You've had it over and over, and I'm just starting. Let's just say you're learning how to cook. It's just, I feel like the mistake people make is just to think that love is just you just, like, how they say, this song they say, Care Sarah said that whatever we be, we be. I think that's how they treat love and marriage. They just think that whatever we be, we be. Whether I give him sex or not, if he wants to cheat, he'll still cheat. Do you understand? So they just leave it to chance. So if the virgin you're going to get married to is open to learning, fine, go ahead and marry her. But
it's not just gender. Go ahead and marry him.
Go ahead and marry him. Go ahead and marry her.
Yeah.
Go ahead and marry each other. If that person is open to learning. But if he's someone that is rigid or someone that is going to be quite difficult to teach, my advice is, if there are other things that you're looking onto or holding on to, by all means, just go after what your heart tells you to do.
You're not saying anything categorically.
Yeah, but I would advise you, like, if you're going to end up with someone that's a virgin, just have conversations with them. Make sure they're open to learning, because that's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue, like something you're used to, and then all of a sudden this person is saying, "Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to." It's going to be difficult for you to say, "Okay, let me drop this," because sometimes you'll be tempted to go somewhere else, and that's why some people end up going back to their exes, because they think, oh, the exes do this better. Or he can do this better. So if whoever you want to get married to, who is a virgin, is open to learning, that's a good one. But if he isn't open to learning or she isn't open to learning, I think it should just be a 50-50 something.
Okay.
It might work, it might not work.